Alright guys, I'm sorry I'm getting this video to you a little late, but I have been on vacation. So I'm actually reporting to you from my site of R&R. So but you know, I love you guys, so I brought my equipment with me, so this is as soon as I could get it out. But I am here to review today the new zombie thriller, World War Z. World War Z. Okay, so World War Z is like an international thriller type movie, which actually surprised me. I thought it was going to be a straight up action movie. But it is kind of an international thriller, horror, action movie about the zombie apocalypse, where Brad Pitt's character, Jerry, is going with his kids out on what is presumed to be, at least I think, a vacation or, you know, just a day trip into New York City, when madness ensues and the zombie apocalypse ensues. And, alright guys, when I first was watching this movie, they hit the ground running. I mean, they hit the ground running. You're sitting there and you're watching the movie and it's like, hi guys, how are you? Zombie apocalypse! And I'm sitting there watching going, wow, we've been in this movie for about 3 minutes and 25 seconds and people are dying. So wow, you're getting to it quick, but keep on going. Yeah. So if you're worried that this is going to be a slow-paced movie, no, it is in fact the opposite. That really sets you into the vibe of the chaos of it all, and I saw why the film was so fast-paced, and I really appreciated that they did that, because it really gets you into the vibe of these characters, that they are just thrown into the mix. This film really has an excellent vibe to it. You really feel like you're thrown into this zombie apocalypse. And one of the coolest things that I want to bring up is it actually has a vibe that reminds me a lot of Aliens. So if you're a fan of the 1980s movie Aliens, there's a lot of stuff in this for you, because there's a lot of those corridor segments, or that whole, they think they hear something in the dark, and then there weren't that many jump scares. There were a few, and they were effective. It wasn't like an oh stupid, you just popped around the corner to say hi type thing. It was a, this is in your face. And they really, the way they film it, they do have some close quarters shaky cam moments though, and that was a little bit bothersome. I was like, alright, quit with the shaky cam. But you know, at times, they shot it really well with the shaky cam. They really show you with, like, these things are wrestling with you, and you're sitting there in the theater like going, ooh. There was a guy in the theater, it was next to my group that I was with, and we were sitting there, and there was the guy next to us. He was losing his mind during this movie. So it shows that this is immersing people. This is a well-done movie. They do follow this formula of going to a place, and then zombies ensue, and they do call them zombies in this movie, and that was a nice touch, because I'm really tired of hearing things from like The Walking Dead with like walkers and crawlers and that kind of stuff. They just flat up are like, yep, we're in a zombie apocalypse. It sucks. But, you know, save the world, Brad Pitt. There are some things that are a little ridiculous. Some of the stuff I don't think they meant to be funny, but is, like, there's this scene with a soda can that is the noisiest soda can I have ever seen. It'd be like something like this. I don't think they heard us. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I get why they did it, but yeah. And then some of the zombie movements were a little like, and it was just really awkward, or some of them actually sounded like velociraptors, and I thought that was really funny. And actually the Aliens vibe, some of them sounded like xenomorphs, and I was sitting there going, was that a xenomorph? Because that would be awesome. So, in summary, loved this world, loved the characters. I really bought into it. There were some spots that fell a little flat, but other than that, this is a solid summer movie. I was very happy. After a certain Superman movie, I really was starting to get concerned about the rest of the summer, that maybe the big action movies weren't happening, and this is a solid action movie, and it's not your usual type of action movie, and I was really happy with it. And so, in the end, you know, I would happily watch this again. If a friend walked up to me and said, hey man, you want to see World War Z? I would not be opposed. You know, it's definitely big screen worthy. Go see it on the big screen. Go support it. Don't see it in 3D. It's got a lot of like the shaky... It's supposed to feel like you're going along with them, but it's not like a home video movie. It's not like Cloverfield. It's not like Blair Witch Project or Quarantine or District 9. It is more along the lines of the Bourne series. It's actually one of the writers on the Bourne series. So you're sitting there going, some of this feels like Bourne, and that's awesome. Because Bourne is awesome. This movie had a lot of drama surrounded during the production, and, you know, that really, really, really concerned me. And after I saw it, I'm like, I didn't notice that there was drama. There's some really intense scenes that are really cool. So if you want to go watch a movie with solid action, a compelling story, and I've heard it's not one bit based off the book, but I don't think that matters, you know, because they really made it their own, and they're talking about making this a trilogy, so maybe they'll delve into it in other ones. So throw that aside, watch this for it being a movie. And, you know, this is a good time at the movies. I'm gonna score this as an 80%. It's a very solid movie. There were a few problems, like a few of the corniness with the zombies, some of the sound effects were a little ridiculous, and some of the plot points weren't quite delved into, but, you know, as I said, they've talked about making it a trilogy, and I'd like to see more. I'd like to see a World War Z 2 and a World War Z 3. So, do you want to see more World War Z movies, and what did you think about it? Comment below, do not forget to like and subscribe. Keep me posted. I want to know what you guys think. And I'd like to see World War Z 2 and 3, so I'll see you next time.